is up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, JayNotion, and we're going to be checking out Tales of the Shire today. So as you know, I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. Anything to do with Tolkien, in fact, is always on my radar. I clocked this in my subscription notifications on PlayStation, and I wanted to check it out with you guys as a reaction video. I know absolutely nothing about it. All I know is that it looks very child-friendly, so I'm anticipating it to be a little bit like Farmville or a SimCity type building game where you have to tend to the gardens and stuff like that. I can't imagine there's anything crazy in there in terms of combat. There might be, I don't know. I'm anticipating a blend of that and your Return to Moria type vibes where it's a lot of crafting, a lot of building, but I don't know anything about it. So without further ado, let's check out the Tales of the Shire announcement trailer and see what we're getting ourselves into. Hopefully good Tolkien stuff.
There are many tales of Middle-earth.
Gandalf.
Tales of courage and brave deeds in dark times. But that is not our story. For this is one of new beginnings.
Yes, as expected.
These are our tales of the Shire. Hobbits really are amazing creatures.
Nah. The graphics look terrible. Interestingly, this is done under the license of Take-Two. Now, there's been a lot of issues with Take-Two in the past and certain games that they've done. I personally really enjoyed It Takes Two. That was an incredible game. And this is also put together by Weta Workshop, or Weta Workshop, whichever part of the world you pronounce it. People pronounce it differently, but that workshop also involved Private Division and Middle-earth Enterprises. It's not drawing me in at all, guys. I mean, I would imagine this is going to be targeted at a very young audience. It's very colourful. It's very Animal Crossing-esque. What the hell is that duck doing with a dwarf helmet on? I've just noticed in the corner. But obviously you're going to be fishing, foraging, building like I suspected, decorating your home. I think it's going to be one of those casual pick up and play type games. Nothing at all serious about it. It doesn't look like there's any combat in it. Like I said, this looks to be the PlayStation / Lord of the Rings version of Animal Crossing. And I think it will appeal to a lot of audiences, but not really to me. I think I will run out of steam playing this one. Much rather prefer something like Return to Moria, where there's at least some combat in there. It doesn't have to be about combat all the time. Animal Crossing was a great game. I just don't know how much this is going to be able to run, if you see what I mean. I don't know. Is it going to be a live service game? Is it going to be stuff that you're going to have to buy to get upgrades in-game? Because, you know, that's rife in the gaming world at the minute. So hopefully that doesn't happen. As I said, this looks to be intended at a younger audience. But Tolkien fans like myself are going to have it on their radar either way. They're going to sniff it out and they're going to want to know a little bit more about it before they make that decision around, do they add this to the collection or not. For me, there's not enough in there to draw me into buying it. As I said, it's a great way to introduce young kids, if you've got young children or young members of the family, into the Tolkien world. And then as they grow up, mould them and shape them into loving Lord of the Rings. Get them to watch it all the time, especially the extended editions back to back.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
It'll appeal to some people, it won't to others, and for me, I'm in the not interested camp, unfortunately. I'll wait and see if there's anything more that comes out on this in the May workshop and then the May state of play that PlayStation's doing. They might give us a little bit more insight into some of the gameplay. But for me, I know it's intended to be colourful, but the animations look really off. It hasn't got that Animal Crossing charm as far as I'm concerned. Collecting, growing plants, you know, all that sort of thing. But I think Animal Crossing did it in a way that made it addictive. There was variations in it. You could join with your friends, which I imagine you can in this one as well. But I just don't know how deep the customization in this is going to go, how many mini-games they're going to have, and what's going to keep fans coming back to playing it, if you see what I mean, especially when you've got big hitting titles coming out. Elden Ring DLC as well was in June. Return to Moria was good. I don't think it was amazing. There's a lot of flaws with it, but it was good. This looks to be, unfortunately, another flop. And obviously we had Rings of Power. So, you know, they need something to come out that's going to be a hard-hitting game. Back in the days of, like, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, The Two Towers, Return of the King, The Third Age, Lord of the Rings Conquest. Even just remake something or remaster one of those if you have to. I'm still praying for a Skyrim-type Lord of the Rings game one day that just comes out. And I don't mind if it's a live service. After they've done the whole main story, this is it. They can add expansions to it. That'd be great. But I know there's a licensing issue with getting access to some of the material. But this proves that it's not impossible. You know, if you get the right studios behind it and the right developers behind it, it's not impossible. So someone please make it happen out there, precious. Please. we need a big hit in Lord of the Rings game. Because right now, our favourite franchise is being shit on and it's going down the pan, unfortunately. Season 2 Rings of Power needs to pick up. I'll give it a chance. I will give it a chance. But again, this one, not on my radar, unfortunately. But I haven't completely dismissed it. I'll keep an eye on more stuff that comes out, guys. I'll let you guys know if it changes my mind, if I see anything that's intriguing me a bit more. But for now, the Shire needs to stay where it is my thoughts on it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is there anything about the game that you're being pulled into, or are you on the same wavelength as me and a little bit apprehensive about what this one's going to do and how long it's going to last in the current market as well? Until the next video, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Peace.